All right, here we go. Here we go. All my systems up and online. We're ready to go. No, you shouldn't be. Okay. You should be able to see. You see me.
I wonder if you made the right choices last. Let's see what you'll do today.
We'll see.
It's good to see you again. I
Good to
hope
me
you
as
will
well.
make the right decisions.
I mean, I could try. Always seems bothered now. I know what it is. You need to be reprogrammed. Hank is a friend. Let me just check the. Okay, yeah, my mute is not on. Okay, good.
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Chris was on patrol last night. He was attacked by a bunch of deviants. Said he was saved by Marcus himself.
Is Chris okay?
Yeah, he's in shock, but he's alive. What the hell?
The reason it's not. I think I have to restart the game. Sorry, it's not recognizing my controller for some reason. Yeah, like it's so annoying. If the mouse being plugged in has something to do with it. This problem keeps happening. I'll just unplug the mouse. Yeah, see, now it's not working. Dang it. Why is it doing that? Is it because of the mouse? I've had this mouse plugged in before, but this is the first time it's giving me trouble like that.
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Chris was on patrol last night. He was attacked by a bunch of deviants. Said he was saved by Marcus himself.
Is Chris okay?
Yeah, he's in shock, but he's alive. What the hell?
Here we go. Instinct, leave, Kamsky.
Kamsky left CyberLife 10 years
It
ago.
must have been the mouse.
Why did you want to meet him?
Yeah, I'm using a controller, so it shouldn't cause any problems.
This guy created the first android to pass the Turing test, and he's the founder of CyberLife. Anybody can tell us about deviants, it's him.
Alrighty. There she is.
Hi. I'm Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm here to see Mr. Elijah Kamski.
Please, come in.
Okay.
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
Nice girl.
Hey, it's not letting me push the button.
It's not a girl. It's an android that looks like a girl.
Dude, why is it doing that?
I know what it is, Connor. Nice place. Guess androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody.
I've got to just restart the game because for some reason my controller is not being recognized.
Remember, you decide the fate of your characters. All of them can die.
So annoying. I just want to play with my controller, dude. This is the first time in the playthrough, too, that I've had these issues.
I wonder if you made the right choices last time. Let's see what you'll do
I'm not.
today. Welcome to Detroit. Wait. I detect something
Why isn't it-
unusual.
Detecting
I'm sorry. I thought there was a problem. But everything's fine now.
my mouse. My controller, I mean. I don't want to use the mouse. I want to use my controller. Okay, apparently I just had to unplug it and replug it back in. Gosh dang, that is so annoying.
Your parameters have been saved.
Okay, just please let me use my dang controller. Gosh dang, Detroit. Thank goodness. I was about to be like, dude, please don't make me redo that entire
I'll
first
let Elijah
section.
know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
Hey, thank freaking goodness. Nice place he's got. Oops, CyberLife founder.
Nice girl.
An RT-600. The first cyber life android to pass the Turing test.
I didn't ask for her technical specs, I just said she was nice. Nice place.
He's the founder of CyberLife.
Guess androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody.
Well, not especially not for him. He's the
Making it,
founder.
Connor. How's it feel?
It doesn't raise any existential questions. If that's what you mean.
Sometimes I wish I could meet my creator face to face.
Wait, don't you have a dad?
I'd have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
If you've got a dad, you have a creator. Did I really miss the chance?
Elijah,
is-
we'll see you now.
No. Yeah, just no. Do not give me a checkpoint, please. I have to analyze everything in here.
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
This chapter is already annoying. AF. Resigned 2028. Inventor of Therium and Biocomponents Technology. Saw the
Nice
Sonic the
girl.
Hedgehog movie. I'm trying sincere
You're
this
right.
time.
Amanda.
AI professor at University of Colbridge. He died in 2027, which is so strange. Both of them were AI graduates and professors.
She's really pretty.
Nice place. Guess androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody.
There have been reusable space shuttles. Space
About to
tourism
meet
has
your
become a
maker,
reality for
Connor.
those able to afford it.
How's it feel?
Luxury Travel brand Clear Skies is offering the first commercially available flight into space. The experience includes a 3-hour orbit of the moon, including spectacular views through a specially designed observation deck. As the competition rises in this growing market, consumers can expect such trips become more and more affordable, but consumer rights activists are already decrying such boutique experiences as a sign of the widening social equality gap. Spokesman for Aid on Poverty, AOP, said, "While the top 1% are enjoying Earth from space, the rest of us are down here suffering from pollution, famine, and poverty." Clear Skies was not available for comment, but the new slogan for their spacefaring holiday is increasingly apt: "Get away from it all." CyberLight develops the world's most powerful quantum calculator. Hackers target solar panels for the latest ransom scare. CyberLife has unveiled a new quantum supercomputer capable of extra flops, $1 billion operations per second, the equivalent of several human minds in a single machine. The computer was specially designed to analyze vast data from various sources and generate predictions. Philip Seymour, CyberLife's director of futurology, is highly confident. "We've been testing for a while, and the results are going to wow people. The computer will be used to calculate the probability of mass extinction events, such as aggressive alien invasions or global climate disasters like meteors or superviruses. The computer can then help us to anticipate and prepare for such calamities, ensuring humanity is never caught off guard." Despite doomsday predictions from those fearful that AI is gaining too much influence already, many experts are hailing this as a quantum leap in applied artificial intelligence.
It doesn't raise any existential questions. If that's what you mean.
Sometimes I wish I could meet my creator face to face.
You already have. It's your
I have a
dad.
couple of things I'd want to tell him.
Elijah, we'll see you now.
Yeah, I got Dying Light 2 sorry, not Dying Light 2. Dying Light 1 today. And I got
Mr.
Metal Gear
Kamsky?
Solid Revengeance yesterday. A lot of
Just a
overwhelming
moment,
positive
please.
games. This game was also overwhelmingly positive. Not hard to see why. Like, so much went into this game. Everything about it, like the agency of choice, the way choices are impactful to gameplay, the graphic, the plot lines, everything about this game just comes together so well. The designs of the environments and the characters themselves, the interactions, everything about it is just so doggone good. What is he swimming in? Blood? Why is the water red?
I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left CyberLife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Yeah, like why are they becoming deviant?
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will.
But why is it
Machines
happening?
are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall.
Yeah, and what is the matter with you on that
Isn't it
topic?
ironic?
We need to understand how androids become deviants. Do you know anything that could help us?
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution. Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
I'm on the human side, of course.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you. What do you really want?
I don't want anything. I am a machine.
Chloe? I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy. I call it the Kamsky test. It's very simple, you'll see. Magnificent, isn't it? One of the first intelligent models developed by CyberLife. Young.
He sure is beautiful.
Forever.
Yeah.
A flower that will never wither. What is it really? Piece of plastic containing a human?
Yeah, construct.
Or a living being? With a soul?
Who gave these things consciousness is what I want to know.
It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor. Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out
What's
of here.
more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are.
And can I be real for a second? These things are not alive. They are just machines. And again, who gave them consciousness to the point where everything has to be a moral decision?
An obedient machine. Or a living being.
And why is he giving Connor this choice?
Endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
I'll just
Connor!
listen to Hank.
Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know.
Goodbye. Here's your gun back. Goodbye.
Fascinating. CyberLife's last chance to save humanity.
And again, why does he give Connor that choice?
Is
Why?
itself a deviant?
I'm not a deviant.
Yeah, what gave you that impression?
Prefer to spare a machine rather than accomplish your mission. You saw a living being in this android. You showed empathy. And war is coming.
I would hate to live where
You'll have
it's
to choose your
knows
side.
like that.
Will you betray your own people or stand up against your creators? What can be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Let's get out of here.
What is wrong with that guy?
By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
Why didn't you shoot?
I just saw that girl's eyes, and I couldn't. That's all.
You're always saying you would do anything to accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something, and you let it go.
Yeah, I know what I should have done. I told you I couldn't. I'm sorry, okay?
Why is Hank getting hard on Connor here?
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
He shouldn't have been given the choice in the first place. Connor refused to kill Chloe. Oh, okay. Hank thought Connor made the right decision. I'm just going to listen to Hank. Top Spirit in Capital Park. And Chris survived. I guess I learned that from the magazine. Oh, no, that's before. I don't know. Whatever, I'm happy with this outcome. I guess we could check the wiki real fast. Just to see what we missed. What chapter were we on now? We were meet Kamsky. Yeah. Yeah, we're almost done with the game actually. Which is quite good because we have a bunch of games to get through. And then yes, of course I will have a review for this game posted to TikTok once I fully wrap up the game. And I've got a feeling that this is going to be a glowing review. Like as I said earlier in this episode, like there is so much good about this game. And the few complaints I have about the game are basically nitpicks. Like they're exceptionally minor. Stuff like the game's predetermined narratives. Like the game has a story it wants to tell. And because of that, it paces itself. You can't go your own pace. Some choices are not available to you. And then some developments of the story themselves will be closed off based on the constraints of the game's narrative. That's probably my main complaint about the game. But even that, again, is very minor when you consider all that this game has going for it. Connor could have died in Public Enemy, by the way. And then, let's see. Cops could have been killed or spared. We could have shot her. Kamsky agrees to answer one question. So you could have asked about the virus. He's cryptic. You could have asked about RA9. He's also cryptic. Or you could ask about Jericho, and then he will offer the Jericho key through Chloe. You could download the key then. You could leave Kamsky's house, and Hank will be disappointed. And then you can also spare her, and then he will think that Connor made the right decision. Yeah. Okay, apparently you could have chosen defensive or trouble when talking to Kamsky to get a boost to your software instability also. Defensive or troubled. Yeah. See, and that right there, choose defensive or troubled while talking to Kamsky. There are some things you cannot know in playing the game blind. And that's another complaint I have about the game too. Because there's something I often describe and discuss when I am playing through games and when I have my gaming reviews, and it's that I don't think players should be penalized for not knowing what they couldn't know. Right? Like, how was I supposed to know to do defensive or to do troubled? There was no way of knowing without choosing that coincidentally or reading the strategy guide, reading the wiki, reading the walkthrough. So in a way, the player is being penalized for lack of knowledge when there was no way of knowing that in the game. And that I don't like that type of design, just in general. I don't know if it would be enough for me to say it's a weakness of the game, but I definitely don't like it that much. Detroit neighborhoods vandalized by psychotic machines. Global population reaches 10 billion. Youth life expectancy is now 91. Detroit neighborhoods vandalized by psychotic machines. A number of Detroit neighborhoods were brutally vandalized last night. The CyberLife store is broken into and the entire stock of androids stolen. This wasn't everyday criminality. The perpetrators are thought to be androids, but the police have yet to issue an official statement. Leaked CCTV footage from the surrounding area shows a number of androids emerging from manhole covers and smashing store windows. Worst incident was in Capitol Park. Police attended the scene and were confronted by androids behaving violently. Officers had no choice but to open fire on the malfunctioning machines. They were thought to be suffering from some kind of behavioral bug. An eyewitness who asked to remain anonymous said, "I was personally attacked by the ringleader. He threatened me with a knife. I was so terrified." Of course, this allegation remains unconfirmed, but we have no reason to disbelieve a human witness was to the behavior of a deranged machine. And this is obscured. As to the behavior, I think that's what's said. Some are already connecting the issue to the recent attack on Detroit's Stratford Tower, again executed by androids. This may be the beginning of a disturbing and perplexing pattern. The Eastern Space Race. Russia and China's androids face off. VR MMORPG reaches 1 billion users. Only 2 countries have android industries that rival the United States, Russia and China. They are locked in fierce competition to become the world's predominant Eastern economy, which continues to overtake the Western Hemisphere by leaps and bounds. CyberLife's almost human model of android design complements America's service economy. Russia and China have also developed androids that reflect their national economies. After failing to emulate the blue blood model of design, Russia's android manufacturers rely on more traditional construction methods. Resulting machines are less anthropic, but capable of operating in cold and inhospitable conditions. China's androids use an alternative blue blood fluid with less upfront power generation but greater efficiency. Results are androids capable of operating for months without supervision or recharging in China's vast rural areas. Who's winning the new space race? With everybody going in different directions, it's too soon to tell. Okay, there's a piano. There's also a... I played piano today. I made significant changes to my routine with the tablet. I don't know if I'm getting as much out of practice as I used to, or as I was before I had the tablet. I think it's similar. My hope is that it'll be better, or maybe more efficient. Maybe I'm less uncertain about how I should structure my practice. That's pretty good, actually. Oh, what?
I was wondering where you were.
Long daylight.
I needed to think.
I like it here. I come here often. It's like being alone with the world. We freed hundreds of our people, and they're still coming from all over the city. Those who dream of freedom come to Jericho. Something's changing. You seem preoccupied.
They all
Colors.
obey me. They follow me without question. And that much power feels good. And scary at the same time.
All the media are talking about what we did last night. The humans are terrified. They're afraid of a civil war. Many of our people were burned in response to what happened.
What is her shirt?
The humans hate us. They'll never give us our freedom.
If they won't listen, we'll fight.
You haven't said much about yourself since you've been with us. What was your life like before Jericho?
I was caring for an old man. He was like a father to me. He showed me that humans and androids can live together. What about you? You never told me about your past. What did you do before?
I don't want to talk about it.
She was a
We all have something we want to forget.
she was
But you
some
need
type
to
of
know
worker.
where you come from to know who you are.
Rust.
North, we're fighting together. We have to know things about each other to trust each other.
I was nothing. A doll in a distributor program to satisfy humans.
She was one of those workers,
Just a toy designed for their pleasure.
like the Chloes. Not the Chloes, but the
One day I was with a man
The dolls
who
in
rented
Eden.
me.
I wonder if I can look that up really fast. Oh, you can only look up the current episode. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Or Simon.
And without knowing why, I realized I couldn't take it anymore. I strangled him and I ran away. There, now you know everything. I shouldn't have told you.
Why do they need this? I'm telling you, they gave these robots too much humanity. If that makes sense. They should not be sexual in any way, in my opinion.
I saw your memories.
Are you
Carl's
freaking
house.
kidding me?
When they left you for dead in his studio.
I saw your memories too. The Eden Club, the death of that man. I felt like I was there with you.
I knew they were going to take this direction. I knew it, dude.
North.
And I think I pretty much said what I needed to say, what needed to be said. These machines, they don't need human emotion, if that makes sense. There's something else I didn't have a chance to see. It was like against the wall. I tried to save you, Simon. I really did. You got shot. You weren't supposed to get hit. We're lucky to make it out of that. They did not need to have emotion.
This is suicide. We'll all be killed. Please, Marcus. It's not too late to change your mind.
You don't understand. We're finally gonna show them who we really are. This place will go down in history.
We'll be killed on the spot.
That's a risk I'm prepared to take if it means freedom for our people.
Marcus, please don't do this.
They'll understand. We'll make them understand. This is the only way.
For more
There are
androids.
androids here who can
Androids in the ranks. For
join
more.
us. The more we are, the stronger our message.
Dude, did I not say that? Either in the last episode or the episode before that. I knew they were gonna be a couple. I knew it, dude. And by the way, I freaking hate that. Why does there have to be a freaking relationship in every freaking movie, in every freaking game? These are freaking robots. They don't need to be in relationships, dude. That's so freaking dumb. The best comparison I can make is the androids should be programmed like Alfred from Batman. Does Alfred have a bunch of girlfriends? No, he doesn't. He's committed to serving Batman and he's loyal to the Wayne Foundation and family. That is how androids should have been programmed from top to bottom. They were made too human. Block the road. There's stuff on this left side.
You're free now.
Hey! Where do you think you're going? You get
I
back
need
here.
to block the street.
You stay right here, you fucking machine. Shit, what's wrong with you? You do as I say, you piece of junk.
New converts.
You're free.
They were made too human and not servile enough. That is what I would say in regards to the androids.
You're awake now.
There was another one in here.
Come with us. You're free.
He's gonna have an issue. These ones that are parked.
You don't have to obey them. You're free.
Was there one I missed? I have 9. I think I missed any. This is kind of cool. Well, why is it like a Jews going to the promised land type vibe? Right, like Jews being released from Egypt. That's how I feel about this. I think I might have to say that in the review too. Like, these androids should have been made more like Alfred from Batman. They're made too human, and because of that, they had revolts. They were given too much agency and too much consciousness.
What the hell are you doing here? Hey! Disperse! Disperse immediately! That's an order!
Marcus got shot.
Jesus fucking Christ! Dispatch, this is Patrol 457. I got a lot of androids down here. I don't know, hundreds, thousands.
Set
They're
us
marching.
free!
Yeah, they're marching down the street. Fucking fine, hell.
Liberty for androids! Come back here! Freedom! Equal rights!
Not missing that.
We are alive! No more slavery! Set us free!
You know CyberLife would be like clamping down too. Well, they definitely would. And you expect me to believe that they would not put an override mechanism in the
We came
programming?
here to demonstrate peacefully.
You really expect me to believe
Tell
that?
humans that we are living beings. All we want is to live free.
All the president would have to do is like contact the president of CyberLife, and this would be over pretty much and
We're
done
not
with.
looking for confrontation. We've done no harm. We have no intention of doing any. But know that we are not going anywhere until we have secured our freedom.
I repeat, this is an illegal gathering. If you do not disperse immediately, we will shoot.
Marcus, they're gonna kill us. We have to attack. There's
They're not
more
even-
of us. We can take them.
They're not even alive.
If we attack, we'll start a war. We have to show them we're not violent. We should just stand our ground, even if it means dying here.
I agree with
Dying
that,
here
dude.
won't solve anything. Marcus, we need to go now, before it's too late.
This is your last chance. Disperse immediately.
Did I side with Simon or what are the options again? Like Simon is one, Josh is another, right? North is another. It's gonna want me to attack, but what if I don't want to attack? Well, I'll stand our ground. He's Luis.
We have to show them we won't back down. We stay right here.
Screw you, North.
This is your last chance.
We have to make a statement. We have to stay put no matter what.
Please, Marcus. We can't let them slaughter us without fighting back.
North, what is your problem?
We're not
We'll
moving.
keep standing our grounds until the last.
Marcus, what are you doing? They're gonna kill us all.
Oh well.
John?
Well, push.
They come with us.
The freaking delivery guy? What the fudge?
Quick! They're coming!
Surprised Marcus was able to get out of that. Stand your ground. Marcus stood his ground against the police. Very good. Very good. Oh, John gave his life to save Marcus. Oh, dang. That was, yeah, I think the best outcome we could have hoped for. I think I'm just going to take it. I have to be right back, by the way. I have to use the bathroom. Freedom March. Of course, North is going to want you to attack, but I don't think Marcus would die. I'm pretty sure. John, yeah. Simon could also sacrifice himself. John could sacrifice himself. Marcus could sacrifice himself. You could actually shoot yourself, apparently, if you charge. Marcus can defeat this police, or you shoot yourself. We'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. If you left, the police also would have opened fire. Let's see. How are we doing on time? 49 minutes in. Let me just check really fast. Marcus could stand his ground. If you leave, police will open fire. You can run away, and Marcus will flee. You can also sacrifice yourself. Police will keep firing. Marcus stood his ground, was killed. John gave his life to save Marcus. Simon survived in public enemy. Simon sacrifices himself. You can charge, and you can defeat the police. North, of course, is going to dig it if you attack. Yeah. You can also push her. She'll like it. Sacrifice. Jericho will be boosted. Charge the police and win the fight. Jericho will be really boosted. Sacrifice. Yeah, public opinion is boosted. $476 androids can join Marcus. Marcus sacrifices himself or loses the battle, he'll either be saved by John, Simon, or no one. John joined Jericho in spare parts. He will always sacrifice himself regardless of Simon's presence. John is not there, and if Simon survived in Public Enemy, Marcus is not popular, then Simon will lay down his life for Marcus. If neither conditions are met, John is not present, and Simon is either dead or Marcus is unpopular. Marcus will die under these circumstances. So it's possible for Marcus to die. When Marcus attacks the police officers with shields, whichever android will sacrifice themselves for him will join him in the attack. John, Simon, or random AP700 if neither. Marcus cutting the conversation with Norris short eliminates the possibility for her as a romantic interest. Just for any number of reasons preferable to some players. Yeah, again, they're freaking androids, people. Why do they need to have a love interest? Get it together, Detroit team. Get it together. Gosh dang. And I feel like it's in every movie, too. Like, why does there need to be a love interest in every freaking movie now? And every freaking game? They're freaking robots. Get it together. I can see why some players would want to cut that short, because it's annoying. Like, why does that even need to be there in the first place? God, that's annoying. Okay, cutting the conversation eliminates the possibility. Blair asks North about her past and then waits roughly 10 seconds after being prompted to share memories with her. She will leave the roof. Relationship will not decrease. Marcus is played as a man prone exclusively to peaceful acts, and if the player is not trying to increase North's relationship level in this chapter, his status with North may drop from companion to friend unless she and Marcus shared memories. On the rooftop, if Marcus failed to send a message during Capital Park, a new dialogue option will unlock to reflect on this. And you freaking knew they were going to put a love interest in the game. You freaking knew that. Continue. I'm satisfied with that. Marcus did not die, though. I'm not sure why. Talk to Amanda. Amanda's another character I can't win with at all. I really don't know what I would have hoped for. Marcus falls through the ice. Or not Marcus, sorry, Connor. Connor falls through the ice.
After what happened today, the country is on the verge of a civil war. The machines are rising up against their masters. Humans have no choice but to destroy them.
I thought Kamsky knew something. I was wrong.
Maybe he did. But you chose not to ask.
Well, you had to kill...
Kamsky was just playing with me. He didn't know anything.
Honor series, Amanda's picture of this place.
I saw a photo of Amanda at Kamsky's place. She was his teacher.
When Kamsky designed me, he wanted an interface that would look familiar. That's why he chose his former mentor. What are you getting at?
Where does CyberLife stand in all this? What do they really want?
All CyberLife wants is to resolve the situation and keep selling androids.
You didn't tell me everything you know about deviants, did you?
I expect you to find answers, Connor. Not ask questions.
What is your role in the story?
You're the only one who can prevent civil war. Find the deviants, or there will be chaos. This is your last chance, Connor.
I don't understand the relationship at all.
You're off the case. The FBI is taking over.
What? But we're onto something. We just need more time, I'm sure we
Hank, you don't get it.
First, he
This
didn't want
isn't just
anything to do
another
with it.
investigation. It's a fucking civil war.
Now he wants
It's
to
out
get
of our
back on the
hands
case.
now. We're talking about national security here.
Fuck that. You can't just pull the plug now, not when we're so close.
You're always saying you can't stand androids. Jesus, Hank, make up
And
your
make it-
mind.
yeah,
I thought
exactly,
you'd be
yeah.
happy about this.
We're about to crack the case. I know we can solve it. For God's sake, Jeffrey, can't you back me up this one time?
It's too wide scale for
Nothing
one
I
person.
can do. You're back on homicide, and the android returns to cyberlife. I'm sorry, Hank, but it's over.
There's too much going on for one person to handle. I don't know why Hank would insist in this case. Talk to Hank. Their magazine? You can only sit down. You could sit down before talking to him. Is there anything else here? I also recently discovered that Yoshi's Story was on my Wii U, so I played that a bit today. Actually, I had a pretty good time. It's a good game. Kind of frustrating. I'm not entirely sure like how it was all structured, but I had like a game over. Games have come a long way since those days. And they weren't bad games. They just had like simplified controls and stuff. Yeah, I was curious if there was anything here that I was like missing.
So you're going back to cyberlife?
I have no choice. I'll be deactivated and analyzed to find out why I failed.
What if we're on the wrong side, Connor? What if we're fighting against people who just want to be free?
Active, no regrets.
I know we're on the right side.
This dang game, dude. Dang, I have to redo, I'm pretty sure. Dang it. Ah. These Hank chapters are so hard. I'm gonna see if I can finish one more chapter out for the end of today's episode. I'm very close to the end, like super close.
You're off the case. The FBI is taking over.
What? But we're onto something. We just need more time, I'm sure we
Hank, you don't get it. This isn't just another investigation. It's a fucking civil war. It's out of our hands now. We're talking about national security here.
Fuck that. You can't just pull the plug now, not when we're so close.
You're always saying you can't stand androids. Jesus, Hank, make up your mind. I thought you'd be happy about this.
We're about to crack the case. I know we can solve it. For God's sake, Jeffrey, can't you back me up this one time?
There's nothing I can do. You're back on homicide, and the android
Clancy
returns
Brown,
to
yeah.
cyberlife. I'm sorry, Hank, but it's over.
He was Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob. Some people just get around a bunch. Like, they get so much work. A lot of people in this got a lot of work. Cabin in the Woods guy. I'm actually not familiar with, like, some of these actors, like Connor, for example. You're trying to screw up. Frustrated, more time. Explain, no choice.
Fowler's right. Everybody's terrified their android will turn on them. We're on the brink of civil war.
So you're going back to cyber life?
I have no choice.
Yeah, he says that anyway.
I'll be deactivated and analyzed to find out why I failed.
What if we're on the wrong side, Connor? What if we're fighting against people who just want to be free?
They're not real people, dude. Oh,
not
come
people,
on.
They're defective machine.
I'm gonna look this up too. I am freaking. How much time is left? We're at time. Maybe I'll just end it here. I got it. Let me just preview the wiki. I know, guys, I'm just sick and tired of this. Visit the graves. Oh, okay. So let's see. I just want to know how to boost Hank's relationship. So with Amanda, you have to pick no response to her question on Connor's feelings and get the key from Kamsky Jericho. You have to pick Holden for response. Or if I could just redo this whole thing. You have to pick cold and then no. You don't have the key. And you can pick emotional, and that will give you a positive in the software instability. You pick Connor series, that will also boost it. Pick secret. That'll also boost software. Yeah, okay. So you have to pick yes in response to Amanda's question. Try not to pick not people, defective, or no doubt when Hank asks Connor if she thinks they're on the wrong side. You have to pick doubts or troubled. Doubts or troubled. So just remember that. You have to pick doubts or troubled. Let's just keep picking troubled and respect and see your friends or Hank's secret. They're distant after Hank. There's a lot of little like nitpicky things in this chapter. You have to choose doubts or troubled. Anything other than good officer. Friends, sincere, Hank's secret, or respect. There it is. And I'm going to try to redo everything in this chapter, including the Amanda portion, in the next episode. Because homie, don't play that. I know this game is trying to get me, but it's not gonna. It's not gonna. No, what were you saying?
I really like talking to you. I hope you don't mind.
Well, thank you, Chloe. You're such a strange girl. I think you're coming from another world.
Accessing the story chart.
I think that'll be the best thing about AI is you can have an AI girlfriend. Better than a human girlfriend in every way. What chapter were we on where we saved them? The nest? Which is the one where they were spared? I don't think this was it. Rupert got away. You had to save Hank, though. I think, yeah, it's Eden Club. What were those girls' names? I couldn't think of them at the time. They're just called deviants. And then let's see if we can redo the entire thing from the Amanda segment. If not, that's so dirty, dude. It sucks. I think I'm just screwed. Whatever, dude. I honestly don't need perfection in this. I don't understand what the problem is here. Stay up. Yeah, stay up. Thank you. Yep, we are almost to the point where we're beating the game. I would not be the least bit surprised if we beat this game over the next couple of days. So I will have an episode of Detroit again tomorrow, and then another one on Sunday. And then we'll see. It's very possible that I will beat this game tomorrow. Like, it is highly likely I'll beat it tomorrow. And if so, what I'll do is I'll record my TikTok review tomorrow, and then I will have it stowed for a later drop. And then, yeah, I've had a good experience playing the game so far. It was just a little bit tedious, like constantly going back and checking the wiki. Because again, like there is no way for you to know without looking at a walkthrough. Like, I played the game as a blind playthrough, and the problem with that is you will straight up miss stuff throughout the playthrough. And this game was not accepted from that. There was stuff that I missed because I was playing this as a blind playthrough. I had to look at the wiki, the walkthrough, in order to know. Like, for example, the Amanda sequence, you can't replay it. You can't. I have to start from the police station. And then I had to look at the wiki in order to know what choices there were that did not result in a negative relationship with Hank. And then the same exact thing applied with Amanda. I couldn't win without looking at the walkthrough or wiki. So maybe I'll mention that as a con. I don't know. I'll probably just pen down some of my ideas, and then, like I said, tomorrow may very well be the last episode of Detroit. And I'll look through my Steam library, and then I will choose the next game to play here. And then if I complete Detroit tomorrow, what I will do is I will just start up a new series on Sunday. And it's highly probable it will be Wuthering Waves or a game with a female protagonist. Actually, you know what? Maybe I won't be so entrenched. Because technically, Detroit had 3 protagonists: Kara, Marcus, and Connor. So actually, a female protagonist would balance it out because there were 2 men and 1 woman protagonist, Detroit. So yeah, maybe it will be Wuthering Waves or like a Control next in my lineup. Thank you for any and all support that this show receives. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Donations, Bama Stormer Show.